connecting job seekers with employers. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Cecile Charlton. She's Executive Director of the Delaware County Transportation Management Association. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
Oh, thank you, Jill.
Let's talk a little bit about the idea of access to jobs, because you're having an expo called just that on October 24th, but you say there is a huge demand from job seekers to be connected with area employers.
It's interesting. A lot of the job seekers don't even know what companies are hiring. So they look at a company and they think, I'd like to work there. That may not be the company that's hiring. So what we do is bring the companies that are hiring, and we have about 25 of them, to the Springfield Country Club on the 24th. And then the job seekers are able to come and actually make contact with them. We ask them to bring resumes. Even though it's standard to apply online, we do ask them to bring resumes. When they talk face-to-face with someone, they're more likely to get the job if they have a resume and the employer can take notes. But just in case the employer does want them to apply online while they're there, the Delaware County Library System very graciously brings in a number of computers, and they're able to actually go over to the computer bank and apply there.
And apply right there.
Right there.
This was actually an expo started 19 years ago.
Yes.
At this point. It's been successful in the past. What are you anticipating for this year in terms of turnout and the number of potential employers coming as well?
As I said, we have about 25 employers coming, and we do have sponsors that are really actively seeking employees, and that's Goodwill Industries. We have Aqua America, Fair Acres, and a number of others that are coming in. Typically what we've seen over the past couple of years, many more job seekers. So we have about 500 to 600. And the most important thing that we tell them is make sure you dress for success. So even if you're coming in for a blue-collar job, please wear a suit and tie, wear a nice dress. Don't wear your sweatsuit.
And that's important advice, because you are asking people to really dress for that next job, to make that good impression. So not only dress appropriately for a job interview, but to be prepared with those resumes as well.
And I think one of the most important things, and we hear it all the time, is make sure that you look perfect for your first interview, because that's the only time you're going to have to make a first impression.
The expo is called Access to Jobs, and you're working to create access in a variety of different ways. You are actually working to provide transportation so that people can get to these interviews.
And because we're the Transportation Management Association, one of the things that people forget about, whether they're employers or employees, how do you get somewhere? How do you get to your job? How do you get somewhere? And we take transportation for granted. So to make sure that it's accessible to everyone, there is SEPTA service directly from the 69th Street area and from Western Delaware County to the Springfield Country Club. But we don't have direct access from the city of Chester. So we provide 2 shuttles. We will run one from the Chester Transportation Center and one from Community Hospital. And all people need to do would be to call my office to make a reservation for the shuttle.
To actually get to this event on October 24th, you've partnered, as you mentioned, with a variety of different sponsors, but you've also partnered with the County Council to get this underway.
County Council is our main sponsor. They are the ones that help us promote this. They also talk to employers to bring them on board. But we also work with the Delaware County Chamber of Commerce, CareerLink, and the Delaware County Commerce Center. So all of Delaware County really comes together to make sure that we can find jobs for the people in the area.
And you mentioned signing up for the shuttle transportation from Chester in advance, but do people need to sign up for this expo in advance?
No, they do not. No, they do not. They're welcome to come. It's from 9 to 1. At the Springfield Country Club, and they can come anytime during those hours.
And the bottom line really is to connect people with available jobs. Just a few seconds left, but there will be all types of employers and levels of jobs available.
Yes, and that's a very good point. It will be everything from banks, colleges, corporations.
All right, all of this happens October 24th. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Jill.
We've been talking with Cecile Charlton. I'm Jill Horner.